It's like you're going to see before, and then after we come back, and it's all smiles and fucking.
Sit on the podcast just like,
dude, Reverend dude, brother.
Exactly. That's hilarious.
I didn't know you were part of the dude followings, so.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm following, but
I probably
try to abide.
Abide. I probably saw it twice. A long time ago.
it's an old movie.
It ain't that fucking old, okay?
I know.
I mean, it ain't that old. I mean, what's his name?
I think it came out in 98,
Dude, what's his name?
97?
The actor who plays the dude.
Yeah,
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. He's probably my age.
He's probably,
older than me.
Yeah, he's older than you. I don't know how old Jeff Bridges is. He's still...
We have the technology. We can find out how old
Are we
Jeff
rolling?
Bridges is. Yeah, we're rolling.
So, right now you're our guy in the chair looking up, like, stuff that we
Yeah.
say.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is just like Joe Rogan, guys. Oh, am I not supposed to say that?
Jeff Bridges is 74 years old.
No shit.
74.
Is that the right one?
Yeah.
But you believe he's your age because of
God.
how cool he is.
No, that's like my mom's age.
That's crazy.
Sorry, Jeff, but you're fucking old. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be 57 in September when we do the big jam.
Damn, dude, you guys are reversed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing.
So I'm waiting for you to do the math.
What? What math? Math? Come on. That wasn't part of the
57,
deal.
75.
57, 75. Oh, yeah. Do subtraction?
What is that, 18?
75 minus 57. Yeah.
That's 18.
Or is that
Are
20?
you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 18.
Going once? Going twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
18, yeah, 18.
I just saw both of you look as like second guessing. Is
Yeah.
it? Is it
It's
18?
mental
One,
math.
of us,
It's like-
one of the three of us is still on planet Earth. It's 18.
One of the three, that is true.
I know. I'll try to keep you going.
There you go.
So, where were we?
All right, I've decided I'm going to join everybody on this one.
Nice.
Okay, it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. We're just going to join right in the middle of the podcast. We're just going to
Contact.
intrude.
I know
There's
you've
the
got to
tail
edit
legs.
that. That's the only reason you said it, because you
Well,
could edit. You said it because you can edit.
I said it because I can
for the
edit.
edit.
That's a good. I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. We'll sell that. I said it because I can edit.
That's pretty good.
Very good. Good thing there. Speaking of T-shirts, he's got one coming out this year for Roadkill. So it's the was it Abbey Road? Is that my thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see my
Roadkill?
idea?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do the Roadkill shirt. Well, I'm going to do a different one every year, and then on my badge on the back, I'm going to put the year, 001 for first day of the year, and then the year, so 24. I'm going to put that on, so every year I've got a different year of a shirt,
Yeah.
which I think is cool all by itself.
is
But anyway, the front one, instead of having the Roadkill, the buzzard that we had in 23, we're going to do buzzards walking across Abbey Road like the Beatles.
Right. That's cool. That's a cool motif.
Yeah.
Alliteration is key.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to make you a shirt that just says the jam, and then in very tiny letters underneath where it says the jam, it just says with no name.
Yeah, there's logo pending.
Logo pending?
Yeah.
Can we get a hint? What is this? What is this? What does it involve? Guitar, snake. What do you got?
Okay, so basically the influence in my mind that I had the jam with no name was that in the Fistful of Dollars trilogy, Clint Eastwood's character is, among many other aliases, the man with no name. I always thought he's cool and that shit's cool. And so I envisioned that kind of theme, I guess, for the logo.
That's
like a dude.
That kind of gives more credence to the whole Jam with No Name thing now. Now, who cares if it's long, Mark? It'll be... But
everybody that thinks is still looking for a name.
Yeah, that's...
But now that they know the... Can I call it lore? Does that work?
Sure.
The lore behind the name?
That's a cool word.
Right?
That's cool.
Right.
Cool word, yeah.
So...
I think it gives
solved.
credence to it.
Mystery solved.
Mystery...
On the road.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you
my
damn
own
kids.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I want some Scooby snacks right now.
Oh my gosh, I always wondered what was in those Scooby snacks, and someone told me it was just freaking like animal crackers once, and that kind of ruined it for me.
It's like graham crackers, basically. Like
graham crackers?
Sweet Teddy Grahams.
God, how did you live through the 70s? It sounds awful.
It was fun.
I imagine it was amazing.
You know, we got to play in the yard. By playing in the street, hell, I could ride my bike to school.
That's fair.
You know,
There's probably so much more. Like, we'll turn this podcast into some very crazy stuff real quick.
I don't know what that means. I'm a 90s kid. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking neither one of you were alive back then.
I was about to get into time travel and all sorts of stuff.
Well, hold on.
Be a big rabbit hole.
Hold on, real quick. I just realized something. There is no cross pollination with our youths at all because you're 24, right?
Correct.
So, when's your birthday?
July.
So you just turned 24. Happy belated birthday. Well, no.
No.
I don't even know what time of year it is. I've
Soon
been hanging out with these two too much today.
to have my
25th.
Yeah.
So you were one when 9/11 happened.
You're about to get an insurance decrease.
Yeah, you're about to get an
This
insurance
is-
decrease.
This is the last. Yes,
you can rent
this
a
is
car.
this
I'm
is
ready
like-
for it, guys.
This is your last big birthday. After this, there's nothing but getting older.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
I mean,
right.
30's kind
And
of
presents.
a monument.
Duh.
For what?
40.
You've actually achieved middle age.
You changed the first number, I guess. Well, yeah, sort of. God, am I middle-aged?
Yes.
I'm middle-aged.
Yeah.
Speaking of age,
I'm at the
Jim Croce has
upper
a
end of
song
that.
called Age. It's awesome. If to tie back into music and lyrics and stuff, philosophical lyrics that talk about stuff like that.
Is it on his greatest hits?
Probably on one of them. I feel like he's got a couple different collections because he died and a lot of his work was released, reassembled posthumously, and yeah, he's the man.
Does anybody still listen to CDs?
Honestly, I can tell you, I just made one recently, and I gave it out to a lot of people, which I need to give you one. And
I don't have anything to play it.
Exactly. That's what I've encountered a lot. But I made it more as a novelty and kind of like a thing to myself where I was like, at one point in my past, I was like, man, this is a cool thing. Somebody made a CD. Shout out to James Hines and a bunch of other of my friends. Like, a lot of people have done cool stuff that inspired me. And I was like, dude, I know these people. I know how to do all this stuff. Let me just see if I can do it. And I spent a couple months assembling it and planning it a little bit. And then I made it and gave it out kind of for fun. And it's cool to
in my
see
day, we called that a mixtape.
Right.
We did that on a
has that
cassette.
medium anymore.
We did it on a cassette, and Ballyhoo's even got a song on it, mixtape. Check it out. But, then they're showing their punk age, for reggae. They're kind of old guys now, like me.
We're
It
not
sucks.
getting older.
The realization that fell over your face just now. You're
Yeah.
kind of getting old, like me.
Time keeps on slipping.
Slipping.
Music.
There you go.
You have a soundboard.
You don't know how bad I want to start hitting the table, and I can't because there's stuff on it.
Yeah.
There's a song.
That's what I like to look at in podcasts. So that's the...
Get high.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
Above me.
What is high?
She's So High. Do you know that
Yeah.
guy is the son of the guy from Bachman Turner Overdrive and the Guess Who?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
What?
She's So High. I think that's Tal Bachman. He's Randy Bachman's son. And that guy was in Bachman Turner Overdrive. And prior to
BTO,
that, he was
yeah.
in the Guess Who.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Crazy
That's a
dynasty
cool
of
fact.
music right there, like down the line.
Well, That's something that like
Do a song that like we grew up with
Now,
versus hits that you grew up with.
I'm thinking at one point at Jessie's there was a music trivia night.
There's been trivia nights, none of them necessarily devoted strictly to music, but yeah.
So you grew up with these
I just like to read.
since you were old enough to go.
Oh, music? Yeah.
No, the media or the yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
Those nights.
Dude, I used to go to trivia nights back in like college.
How old were
and
you
stuff.
when your mom started taking you in there to learn stuff and make you work?
Really doing work, I was like 17. Like I was doing like sweeping and mopping since I was like 16.
Strictly
Right.
the legal
Yeah,
stuff.
like your brothers.
Not allowed to serve alcohol yet.
Oh yeah.
She's made them all work, but
I mean,
Yeah,
why do you think I have 2 kids?
we were.
yeah,
I'm looking forward to not having to lift a finger.
Yeah.
I'm so old.
They're going to be operating these 2 cameras.
I'm so old. I'm from a farm where we used to have kids just to have more workers.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what farms do, man. You need labor.
Farming food, cattle, and kids.
It's gonna get edited out.
FCK, that's the origin of fuck.
So many comments I could have made that were going to be edited. So
No, just make them. Who cares? We're having fun. Who knows? I might not edit it out.
well, you said no religion and Mormons. You know how they do it.
Oh, that's just a joke. That's fine. I don't really think. I don't. If we edit this part out,
Well, can I? Yeah.
we'll figure it out. Like, but
Can I do my comedy skits?
Go for it.
You know. Oh God, those be edited, all of them,
I can
every
juggle.
fucking one.
Do you guys want me to?
He's
demonstrate
defensive,
that?
but amazingly self-aware.
I've tried them in public. They don't go over well. They think I'm serious. You know.
Yeah, that's. The
I
thing
mean,
about
how do you do jokes?
Well,
you
that's-
know, especially when they're obviously meant to be offensive in public without getting your ass beat, because people take that shit serious.
Know your audience. I would say that first and foremost.
But they are my audience if they know it's a joke.
That's true. Well, so this is something
So-
that like Dave Chappelle's been touching on a lot lately. Is that
He
comedy's
probably got
being
his ass
so-
whipped too.
No, he's gotten up on stage and he deliberately makes jokes that people don't like just to be like, it's comedy. You're supposed to laugh at it. And frankly, I agree with these guys. I mean, like you're supposed to be able to laugh about it. Like that's the whole point of comedy. Is that nothing? The moment you start making things off limits with comedy, is the moment that you stop people from being people. Like everything's supposed to be fun and funny, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to take it too seriously.
Exactly, and I think I agree with these guys on that.
Take offense to that.
Yeah, that's a hard stance, bro.
It's a hard stance.
Yeah.
I cannot confirm or deny my alignment with that statement.
Well, like
Yeah,
some of my
it's
favorite
like-
I
comedians,
need
like,
to
I
declare
don't
neutrality
know.
for the internet
Look,
so
look.
that I don't get canceled immediately.
it was comedy. It's a show. It's entertainment. It's not supposed to be serious. So, on the flip side, though, there are some times I'm listening to comedians and they're telling a joke with enough backstory that I'm just like, you know what? They have a point. And I find myself agreeing with the joke a little bit sometimes. It's just about, nothing controversial.
George
or
Carlin
insane.
had a habit of doing that.
Yeah.
George Carlin was like almost. He was barely. It was like he was more of. He would just talk about ideas and make them sound funny. But
When he
like,
was older.
Yeah.
When he was younger, in his earlier days, he was more of a comedian.
Yeah.
But when he got older, then he did just become how would you describe it? Over opinionated.
Yeah, it's not like he was like
Philosopher.
He slid.
You know.
Philosopher's a good one. I was gonna say he slid directly into that complaining old man vibe, like real good, and he had it on lock. Like
But he made a lot of good points.
it was funny too.
Funny guy.
It was funny too. I can't remember any of them off the top of my head. I don't want to steal his material, so I'll probably stop my rant on the comedians right there. But it's I don't know. I love it. Like we went to what's the comedy club in Winter Haven? The Laugh Out Lounge.
Laugh Out Lounge.
Yeah, that's a cool spot, man. I'm excited.
Also
for
on 3rd Street,
Yep.
Yeah.
along with Jesse's Lounge, Jensen's.
Yeah.
That's just Jensen's. There ain't no lounge or nothing with that, right?
Technically, it's corner bar.
Jensen's Corner Bar. See, there's technicalities everywhere.
There are.
And the skate shop and the tattoo.
Dude, downtown Winter Haven is just so cool, and it's really cool that you guys are like right in the center of that, and you've been a part of that. We were talking earlier, what, over 10 years now?
22.
22.
Wow.
Yeah, 22. It's
That's
2002 is when Jesse's opened.
Dude, that's a cool legacy, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to watch what I've grown up watching my mom do, and my mom and my stepdad Robbie, and my whole family has kind of been entrepreneurs in the area for generations now, and it's like, oh, that's cool. I understand what I saw as a child more from a perspective of appreciation.
Well, we're going to have to get
legacy.
them on a podcast. We were talking about this earlier today, switching the podcast to also including our sponsors.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool. I think
So-
it'd be super fun.
But I think both of them have a lot of stories, a lot of Winter Haven stories to tell. You know, a lot of history here. I've known your mom for since 2000, I think.
Me too.
Because oh yeah, there's an age thing here, isn't there?
Yep.
But absolutely, I mean, seriously, because I was on the city council back then here in Dundee, and she owned the property, or family owns the property here on 27, and
Yeah, my great grandparents bought that in like 1970.
I can remember when it was still a little hotel motel thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty. It was, I mean, but yeah, it's a long time ago,
That's cool.
and it's been.
I wish I could relate to you guys on this. I grew up
Oh.
a military brat. I moved around every 3 years my entire life.
I saw all that stuff get tore down. Then it turned into a restaurant for quite a while, which was nice. And then it turned into the bar that it is now, which is still pretty nice. They have live music there. It's what's the name of it now?
It's out and about
Out and about.
right now. Before that, it was a bar. I don't want to say something and be wrong, but it's been bars. But there was a skate shop out there back in
Yeah, before
2012.
after it was a restaurant, it was a skate shop for a while and
Yeah.
had the skate park there.
Mm-hmm. Skate 27. That was a cool part of my youth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My parents had a skate shop park on that property. It was, like some stuff that they built for the place, and some cool concrete stuff, and yeah, it was crazy because that was so many years ago when we didn't have. Not only did we not have a skate park in Winter Haven, but there wasn't even a skate park in Lakeland yet. You had to go to like Orlando or Tampa and probably pay to get in a park.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a lot more rules and stuff like that. Yeah, we were ripping up the mini ramp of Skate 27.
So it sounds like you skated a lot, huh?
When I was a kid, yeah, me and my little brothers, Alex and Tyler, they excelled at it very well. I kind of like always enjoyed
Now,
it.
didn't
but
Robbie skate
got to a
too?
point where I didn't try to progress. Yeah, Robbie skates too.
Wasn't he like a pro or something?
He was a
or?
pro wakeboarder. He
Oh,
was a
wakeboarder.
professional wakeboarder, but he was able to skate pretty well. Usually when we played game of skates, he would win, but I was able to beat him. I was able to beat my brother Tyler consecutively for years until one day he robbed me of my only heel flip counting in a game of skate that I would have otherwise won and kept my title long past years past him getting way better than me at skating.
I'm smelling some blood in the water
Yep.
here. This sounds like a challenge, like gauntlets being thrown.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he can't beat me in skate. No, I'm just kidding. He can easily beat me in skate. I gotta be honest on the internet.
I'm
but,
looking for his comment in the comment section below. When this goes up, I'm looking for it. It's gonna be hilarious.
comments posted right here.
Let's get me down below.
Down
Like think YouTube comment section, like way down there. But that's great. Yeah, and I tried skating as a kid, and I'll own up to it. I was a wimp. I hated the falling down parts. I've always been really tall,
Same.
so falling down was always a long journey for me. And so
Slow-mo.
slowly, yep, deep impact kind of shit. And I broke so many bones doing stupid. It was never like the insane trick. It was always like I'm walking down the ramp because my mom came to pick me up, and I tripped and fell and broke my arm. It was always stupid stuff like that I broke my arm doing. But I've had. I don't even know if I have a proper count, but I've broken a lot of bones in my life doing stupid stuff. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give up skating. That's kind of actually when I leaned into music. Let's bring this back around full circle. It's when I started leaning into music a little bit, and then I realized that skating wasn't the only way to get girls.
Nice.
Music worked too.
See, that's funny because I started skating less whenever I met girls in high school. But was more of like, yeah.
No, see, mine was more middle school when that transition happened. And I was like, I'm not a skater. I'm averse to pain.
Yeah, I don't like getting hurt either. I got hurt a couple times doing, like, trying to drop in from an axle stall.
Yeah.
Like, silly stuff like that, and, like, hurt my wrist. I split open my shin trying to, like, fake a 50-50 on the rail. Like, basically ride onto the rail instead of ollieing onto it.
Yep.
And I slipped out and busted my shin open. Relatively limited injuries, but enough for me to be like, I don't like to purposefully hurt myself.
So I would like to say that I went to the music route because I didn't like getting hurt, and I'm gonna own up to this because I can hear my dad typing away in the comments a story from my childhood right now. If he remembers it, I don't even know if he does. When I picked up music, I was getting into like the hair metal stuff, like Motley Crue and all that stuff, and I had a BC Rich Warlock guitar that I'd saved up and bought for myself. So all jagged, black edges, very odd shaped guitar, and I wanted to do the guitar throw, the throw it around and catch it from underneath, just circumnavigate your body. So I got strap locks and I spent a lot of money on it. I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then I went out into the larger space of my house at the time. I don't remember if it was a living room or like a landing area or wherever it was. And I threw the guitar and it just went whack right in the face. And I'll never forget that as long as I live. And I've never tried to do that trick since.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Guitar spins are tough.
Oh, man.
It's like a hula hoop. Once you get it, you're done.
Is it?
I can't do it.
I got it right in the jaw. I got it right in the jaw. I'll never do that again. And I also think I chipped part of the guitar at that point, and that's when I realized that I love guitars way too. I don't think I would ever, even in my prime youth, would have ever been the type of person to smash a guitar at the end of a concert on stage. Even now, even if it was a joke, it is. That's exactly what it is. I can't. I like the guitars too much. I know how much money they're worth. Even if it's a cheapo kid's junk guitar, I can't bring myself to smash it.
Yeah, sentiment over your instrument is a normal thing too. I mean, it's technically a tool that you use for your own expression. Like you're speaking another language with this thing. And,
yeah.
You like it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not be quite as sentimental about it and be like, oh, this thing's cool, but you still appreciate it,
Well, and going back to the skating thing, I remember watching X Games growing up, and sometimes when they had like a really good set, or even if they had a really bad one, you'd see these pro skaters pick up their boards and they'd smash it over the railing and throw the pieces out in the crowd and stuff, because they used to get another one. And they would just hop from board to board to board to board to board as if there was no difference between any of them. But I'm sure they know, and just like you're talking about with your instrument, it's this tool that you've become in tune with. It's something you have to learn for each individual one. No two guitars are the same. And so when you get in tune with it and then you just decide to smash it, you have to start all over again. You have to break it in. Like with skateboards, you got to break them in. You got to get comfortable on them. With guitar, you got to...
Oh, you just get a guitar tech. They do it for you. It's ready.
Okay, go kick
just
over
like
your drum
drumming.
set.
Yeah.
Go kick over your drum set. Kick it off a stage at the end of a set.
I am the drum tech. No.
See?
I'll be pissed. You gonna kick my drummer? Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass.
See, he really is on our side about that.
I am. First I'm gonna beat their ass for doing it, and then I'm just gonna back up and go, well, now I gotta do it next time because you bought it.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be in the same boat, same shoes. I'm right there with you.
But yeah, it pisses me off. Just don't tear up my shit. Don't tear up the drums.
Yeah.
There ain't no why. What'd they do to hurt you? I mean, but it's showboating, It's
exactly
it got attention, and
a little bit of ego stroking, yeah.
You get enough attention. It's like you can drive a Cadillac into a pool, and everybody remembers it for 50 years. Because I'm not as old as any of them guys. We ain't even talking about them.
I was like, did you drive a Cadillac into a pool? That
Nope.
sounds like a personal story.
No, but there's a lot of people out there that know who did. Come on. You guys are that young?
Dropping Cadillacs into a pool. Well, that could be anybody. I mean, Cadillac's always been kind of a premier brand. That's always going to be a statement throughout history, so anyone could have done that.
I've heard a lot of legends. What is it? There's a legend of Ozzy Osbourne snorting fire ants that he peed on or something. There's all kinds of crazy legends out there that if you
that's probably true.
I don't know. I heard
it's called a legend, man.
So
Ozzy's a legend.
I heard the bat thing was actually, I don't know how true this is. It was an accident.
Yeah.
The whole shtick was that they would throw these rubber bats up onto the stage, and just one day on a whim, he decided he was going to rip the head off with his mouth with this rubber bat. And it just so happened when he reached into the air, he grabbed an actual bat that was flying around out of midair and just ripped its head off, just totally on accident. And it was like they stopped the show.
Oh, you really believe that shit?
Look.
He's a
No,
legend.
they're just trying to get away from having to admit that, yeah, we thought it would be cool and it backfired. But it was cool. It was fucking cool. And it made big media and everybody loved it.
On the board!
Let me bite a head off.
Dun, dun, dun.
I.
Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Thank you for turning into the Roadkill Podcast. My name is Laurel. We have Mark Roadkill over here, as well as Frankie of the Jam with no name. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe and like the post below. Leave your comments. Get some swag. And we'll see y'all next time.